Let me get in my other purse. Right, ladies? That's what we do. Our next comic coming to stage, very funny lady. She's been a finalist at the Funny Bone. She's a producer, she's a writer. She does stand up, and if you want to know more about her performances, check her out at laurasanders.com. Let's give it up for Laura Sanders! Keep it going for Patsy, everybody.
Hello guys, I'm so excited to see you. I love doing benefits because you're all nice. It's very rare that a real jerk comes out to one of these. I'm pumped. You're givers. If you ever want to give a terrible gift, I do have a tip for you though. I saw the worst gift I've ever seen in a bookstore recently. There was a book on the shelf called Card Games for One. Giving that book to someone is like, hey, I don't want to play cards with you. The only thing sadder than the book Card Games for One would be a book called More Card Games for One. Because they ran out, they went through the whole first book and they're still alone. It'd be so sad. You guys seem really nice. I like meeting people out at shows. I love hanging out with audience afterwards. I actually had a friend bring a coworker out to a show and we were chatting, getting along really well, and she was talking about this horrible date that she went on. And it was with this other woman, and she was like, just complaining about it, and I was like, oh man, that woman sounds terrible. And then she was like, oh yeah, are you a lesbian? I know what a lot of you are thinking. Are you? Yeah, because I was built like this, and then I added the blazer and the haircut. You don't know. I'm a handsome woman. I'm not, but I do get asked that a lot. In fact, it was to the point at a comedy show a few weeks ago, a man after the show told me that I was a lesbian. Yeah, he was really nice about it. He came up to me and was like, you are such a strong lesbian woman. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not. He's like, no, you are strong. Don't you ever doubt yourself. Okay. Guess you just came out to me for me? Like, is this how my new life begins? I don't know. It was awkward though, because with my friend's coworker, she asked me if I was a lesbian, and because I get asked so much, I was really ready to say no. So I was just like, oh no. And that sounded offensive, like I'm like, oh, she thinks that I don't approve of her lifestyle. So I had to backtrack a little. I was like, oh no. But I wish I was. So I could have sex with you. Oh no, it's worse now. That's more awkward. That's not how you show someone you approve of their lifestyle, is offer to have sex with them, guys. Found that out the hard way. I should get along with other women. I just have the hardest time. I really want other women to like me. There's so many beautiful women in the crowd tonight. I am terrified of you. I want women to like me so much that I let them say horrible things to me because I just think we're being sassy. Like, I've had 2 separate women in my life give me the nickname Baby Tits. Yeah. That happens when they call you Baby Tits one time and you don't go, no! Do not call me Baby Tits, because I'm a person with feelings. Yeah, instead you go, hey girlfriends. I don't normally get along with other women, but you and I totally click. It's to the point that I think a woman serial killer could scoop me up and be actively murdering me, and the most painful part about it would be me trying to make small talk with that woman. I'd be like, I am so glad you feel empowered to do this to me. This is normally a man's game, and you are just stabbing through that glass ceiling right now. And this slip cover totally hides blood. You can't see any of the blood, and there's a lot of blood back here. And that baby in that cage over there, that cage is so vintage. Did you Pinterest that cage? That cage is so cute. And that cannot be your baby because you are too fit. You are too fit to have a baby. Weight Watchers tampons, oh God, please like me. That would be my final words, oh God, please like me. Because she's a psychopath. Right before she killed me, she'd say, I don't like you. don't like you baby tits. Lights out. Got dark real quick there. Sorry guys. It's just a fear I have. It was hard for me. I went to an all-girls Catholic high school. Do we have any Catholics in the house? Yeah? Oh, you're always so polite. It's always just like the quietest, guiltiest hand raise. She's like, is my grandma here? Yes. I'm a Catholic still. I went to an all-girls Catholic high school, which everyone thinks is a super sexy time. It is not. I'll clear on that right now. In high school, I looked a lot like I do now, but picture me holding like a 30-pound ham and then shrunk down 5 inches. That was my body type. And then have that half ham, half woman, never shave her legs. Yeah. Everyone's like, was it pillow fighting classes there? I'm like, no, mostly just hairy. I was huge and hairy. That's what it was. But I loved going to the all-girls Catholic high school, though, because we would do prayer intentions before class. And I love praying and all, but like, I loved prayer intentions because I went to high school before Facebook was invented. And so this was a girl's first chance to be passive-aggressive in a public setting. And it was beautiful to witness. Because the girl would raise her hand and be like, yeah, I'm just praying for a friend to start acting like a friend. And then she'd stare at a super specific girl across the room, and that girl's hand would shoot up and be like, can you ask God to stop making bitches? Thanks, Sister Mary. It's amazing. Now to get along with other women, I just drink. That's what we all do. Like, are a lot of you drinking tonight? Yeah, good. This is the only time you can be like, I'm so drunk for a good cause. I donated so much money via $1 benefit of cocktails. I have a drinking game that I play with my lady friends, and it's called Not the Mom. Yeah, it's fun. It's where we all drink as hard as we can and as fast as we can, and whoever drinks the hardest and the fastest gets to be the baby. Yeah, because everyone else has to make sure she doesn't die that night. Every group of friends has a baby by the end of the night. I'm trying to guess at this table who it's going to be. I'm not sure yet. Oh, you got one? They've got one. Oh, good. Well, of course she's going to do it if you encourage her. She's gonna drink even harder now. But yeah, with the baby, you have to watch out, because everyone always talks about how toddlers are just like drunk people. You know, that's like a common thing. They're just like little drunk people walking around. You don't realize that if a grown woman drinks hard enough, she turns right back into a toddler. And you have to make sure that she doesn't go home with a stranger. Yeah, or get lost in a mall. Or drown in a bucket, or whatever toddlers do. And I want to see if this is true for you too. For toddlers, it's strangers with candy you have to watch out for. That's like the scary part. For drunk chicks, it is dance parties anywhere. Yeah. A guy could pull up to this woman and be like, hey, got a dance party going on across town, but first you gotta get in my van. And she'd be like, I'm already in the van. Let's go. I think women do get a bad rap for being crazy all the time. That woman is crazy, it seems like. Her whole group of friends is verifying. Watch out for her after the show, everyone. Oh Lord, ladies, they're all crazy. Most women I don't think are crazy. I don't think that's fair to say. I think that all women have a crazy trigger, and we are responsible for knowing what our trigger is. For me, mine is a cocktail of bourbon and compliments. Yeah, found out after a comedy show. It was going great. The guy I performed with was really nice, and he was talking to me, and he's like, hey, I didn't notice this before, but you have really pretty eyes. That's nice. Yeah, and then I said, that's what people tell me when they don't think I'm funny. I took a toothpick and I stabbed it through my right eyelid. And I said, if I'll do this to me, what'll I do to you? Who's got pretty eyes now? So So I'm drinking water. Everybody. We're all safe. Don't worry. It's fine. I do have a gun in my house. Don't worry, it's not my gun. It's my boyfriend's gun. I moved in with him, and it was awkward because I moved in with a shotgun, essentially, because he owned one, and I don't know how to use it, so I'm like, I'm just gonna have to like fake it till I make it, just walk around the streets being like, guns don't kill people, Laura Sanders kills people. Also, my name is Laura Sanders. So people wouldn't know. I was really nervous about the gun in the house though, and I sat him down, and I was like, hey honey, you know that murder machine in the corner? I don't know how to use it, and bad guys do. So, and I really expected him to be like, oh my God, you're right, babe. I'm gonna throw it in the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, it did not go that way. He actually said, oh my God, you're right, babe. We should do gun drills. A gun drill starts when I pretend to be asleep in my bed. And then my boyfriend makes a bunch of burglar noises downstairs, and then I have to leap up and grab the shotgun and yell, get the hell out of my house, and then I have to aim it at a broom that's marching up the stairs. Yeah, because the gun's never loaded in gun drills, but I'm not gonna aim a gun at my boyfriend no matter what. That's how you end up on the news. And so I'm aiming it at the broom, and even about the broom I have to make up like a backstory, like I'm like, that broom hurts kids, that broom is gonna kill again, and I'm aiming at the broom and I go, because that's the scariest part. Not with my mouth, with the gun. I make the noise with the gun. Sometimes with both. It's like double threatening. I'm like making the noise with the gun. And I'll get the hell out of my house. And then there's usually a lot of argument about when the drill is over. It's a lot of fighting about that. I passed the gun drill with flying colors, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, you can clap. Yeah. Do you know who fails the drill? My neighbors. Yeah, who most nights hear a burglar coming into my house, him marching up the stairs, a loud argument, then the burglar lecturing me about how I use the gun, and then silence and they don't do anything. They're horrible neighbors. We've got kind of a mixed range here of ages in here. Is anyone here in their 20s? Yeah, good, a few of you, good. Yeah, usually a little louder than the Catholics. I don't think that you deserve love. Sorry, I know, you know. You know, I'm 28, I don't deserve it for 2 more years. That's, I decided this as a blanket statement because I met a horrible 20-something in Cleveland, Ohio. I didn't even meet her. I was in a bar bathroom in Cleveland, Ohio, where a lot of love goes to die. And I heard a woman in the bathroom say to her friend, I don't want to be riding some dude's dick and see a dinosaur. Yeah, it does not make sense as a sentence. Very vulgar for not making sense as a sentence. And also, I think her priorities are wrong. She's like, dude's dick I'm riding, whoever's, scenery, very important. That's my priority. And if scenery is important to you, how do you not want to see a dinosaur? Everybody wants to see a dinosaur. I don't want to be riding a dinosaur and be bothered by some dude's dick. Yeah. Get it out of here, buddy. I'm living the dream. And you are probably scaring the dinosaur. He doesn't like this at all. Like, it's to the point that I think a man could come up to me in a creepy van and be like, hey, got kind of a land of the lost situation down here. If you hop on, you get to see a dinosaur. And I'd be like, I'm already in the van. Let's go. But first, I have to put a glass of water out on the nightstand, because then you know when the dinosaur's coming. That's how you can tell I'm a clever girl. I do have to say, I can tell you guys are a nicer crowd. You guys aren't hecklers. I told that joke in Cincinnati, and I had a man yell at me from the audience, hopefully the weirdest yell I'll ever get. He just yelled, I'm gonna make you see dinosaurs. What are you going to do? What are you threatening me with right now? You're going to sex me so good I see dinosaurs? Is that what you're yelling at me, sir? And he just kept yelling it. I think he was just really excited that he found a way to harass women that the cops couldn't get him for. Like, I I like showing up like, oh, he's yelling about dinosaurs, that doesn't make sense. And he's like, exactly, I win. I gotta get out of here, leave you with this though. I used to make my dad look like a creep when I was little. He always took me to the same diner to get milkshakes when I was like 5. And I loved it there. And the high school like all the waitresses were high school aged. And when you are a 5-year-old girl, a high school age girl is like a movie star, right? 16-year-olds, you're like, oh, they're so glamorous. But I was really shy, so I'd be like, hey Dad, tell the waitress that she's pretty. Yeah. And he'd be like, no. I am a middle-aged man. I'm not going to hit on a teenager for you. That's as creepy as saying I'm gonna make you see dinosaurs. I'm not gonna do it. And so I'd have to like get up all my courage and the waitress would come to the table. He's like, you have to tell her yourself. So I was like, okay. She'd lean in real close and I'd be like, I have a secret. She'd lean in close and I'd be like, my dad thinks you're sexy, but he's not allowed to say. All right, thank you so much. I'm Laura Sanders. You guys are fantastic. Keep it going for Patsy B again.